Hi guys, it's been a minute since I've been on here, and there's been a lot of going on in my life. I lost a parent, my mama got sick, so I've been absent for a reason. But now that she's in recovery and she's doing really well, I'm seeing if I can jump back into this YouTube thing and give y'all what you need. Frankly, to be honest, I think it's more for me than it is for you because I need a stress reliever, and this works. Like, keep me up 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, but it works, and I'm so grateful for y'all. So I'm glad that I have this avenue. Who'll be texting me now? I'm glad I have this avenue to at least just release some of the tension and the worry that I may have still. So what am I going to be doing today? Nobody knows because I'm just going to be winging it. I just set up the system here, and I'm just going to see what comes to mind. I'm leaning towards my now updated way of doing my face because you got to cut it real quick, get out the door, and I'm leaning towards like a date night kind of thing too. So I don't know what we're going to be doing, but we're going to be doing something. So stay tuned. Alright guys, so we're gonna go ahead and I'm gonna start my brows. Just using a regular brow pomade and a concealer. I ended up changing the concealer at a later date. I just used some foundation that I had. I don't know how I'm gonna talk for 20 minutes, so let's see if I can fill in the gap. So here I'm using the Real Techniques angled brow brush. I'm just gonna sculpt up my brows. So yeah, so while you guys are watching me do that, let me just tell you about my daddy. So I've been missing because my daddy passed in February quite suddenly, and I had to leave my island and go to his, and that was a trip and a half. Oh yeah, so now I'm sculpting it, cleaning up the edges with the concealer. I'm not sure anyone will do, really. So yeah, so I went to Cayman to bury my daddy, and I had never been there before really, because he had moved or whatever, and it's been a while since I saw him. Okay, so here I'm using the Morphe 35O palette, and I'm going to use that orange color there at the bottom end for my transitional. I'm just going to pop that in my crease using my BH Cosmetic. Yeah, my Trusted and the BH Cosmetic. I'm just going to make sure that I build up the coverage on this, because initially the first layer is kind of sheer, so you want to add depth. Not even depth. You want to add saturation basically. So you're gonna go over this a couple of times. So yeah, so we went to Cayman, my sister and I, right? And we've never been where he lived before, to this new location. And we were like fish out of water. We couldn't get a place to book to stay because we went there when it was tourist season. All right, to cut that story short, so I'm going in with this brownish color. I don't know, I think it's one of the brown colors in the palette. I just wanted to give it depth, like real depth now, in the crease. And I'm using this fluffy smaller blending brush. There's anyone that can pop into your socket right there to define it. So we went to Cayman, yeah, and we didn't know where we were gonna stay, and it was kind of stressful because after that, like shortly after that, we got a call that mommy had to go to the hospital because she wasn't well. So we're thinking, okay, she may have something, but it can't be life threatening.
Alright, so here I'm using the concealer to cut my crease. I put a little bit on my lower lid and I blink really high, and then that will transfer the concealer to how high I should go. And then I'll just connect the dots and blend it out nicely before adding my lid color. So yeah, so mommy got sick when she went to the hospital. Shortly after that, getting the call that she went to the hospital, we were told, okay, she needs emergency surgery. Now, bear in mind, we just got to Cayman like a couple hours ago. And I still haven't found the hospital where daddy was taken, or the morgue for that sake. And we had to come back to our island because mama was sick. It was our only living parent and we had to do something. We couldn't get a flight out. We still hadn't found where we were going to stay. Ooh, but God was good. That was so good. I didn't even know at the time that I had this lovely stepmother because my dad didn't say anything to us. So she was kind enough to, help us out. And we didn't want to be a burden to her or anything, so we didn't really stay there. So we had to leave basically the next day. Right. So we couldn't get a flight out the next day. So we got there like in the afternoon, going to the evening. The next day we tried to get a flight back home and we couldn't get home. So we stayed there for the whole day, like Saturday. Chit-chatting with our new stepmother and stuff. She's such a lovely lady, I swear. And but in that time, we're still trying to get something. Oh, mommy is being prepped for emergency surgery, and we're losing our minds. They're saying it's life-threatening, and we don't even know what to do. We don't know what to do. We don't know what to do. This island that we went to for daddy, like, it's not, we don't go there regularly, so it's like, okay. Let me just tell you this. Or emotions. Oh, what am I doing now? Okay, so I put on the eyeshadow, as you can see, and then I'm lining my eyes with, what is this? It's the Black Radiance liquid liner. To help the eyeshadow transition to the darker color, the crease color, I just put the same transitional color right there using the fluffy brush. So yeah, so we had to call the airport basically and tell them what the scenario was, because we needed to get home. Sis, we needed to come to our mama. So they were fortunate enough to help us get a flight back home, but it was the next day, early the next day. So right now I'm priming my face. It's hot now in Jamaica, so I don't wear makeup in summer, nope. But for y'all, I'm gonna do this. So I'm putting on Milk and Magnesia, don't judge me. And I'm gonna be using this foundation by LA Girls. I think it's in coffee. At the end of this tutorial, I think I showed you all, but can't help but say it again. So I'm gonna carve out the top of my brow, something I don't normally do. I don't know why I did it, but I did it anyways. And I'm just using a regular synthetic fiber brush that I got off Amazon many moons ago. Many moons ago. I don't even know what the rest of it is. Many moons ago. I probably need to go and buy these somewhere. I digress. So yeah, what was I saying? So we got this flight to come back. Now we still ain't seen our daddy because he's at the morgue or the hospital or whatever, and we weren't there long enough to get the legal rights to do so. Woo, child, but we had to come home. Man, it was a mess. So we left the following morning before Cock could have put on them drawers. Like, it was early. Sun ain't come up or nothing. All right, what am I doing now? Oh, okay, so I'm contouring my face and I'm using the foundation. What is this? The foundation is the same line, LA Girl foundation. Ooh, don't be dropping things. But I think it's chocolate. Yeah, I think it's chocolate. It's the darkest line that they have in the luminous line. And I'm going to be blending that out with my e.l.f. flat top powder brush that we use for foundation. After this, I'm just going in first with my concealer in natural. Yeah, I'm going in my concealer with natural. And then I'm going to follow up on that because that was having me looking like Casper the Friendly Ghost, and I was not about to have it. I know I was lazy to find my phone, but I was not gonna have it, so I had to put back the yellow back into my skin, hunty. So that's when I grabbed my foundation in Warm Coconut by Maybelline. I'll show you that in the clip. So I went over that, and it was looking beautiful. It was looking real beautiful. So I'm just blending that out with a booty bender. And then I'm going over again with the brush just to make sure. Did you ever see that? I saw something just flew past me just now. Okay, so this is me just having a moment. Because you see, I gotta be listening to music while I'm doing this because it's hours in the morning. Hours. So I'm using this. What brush is this? I'm using this e.l.f. highlighter brush that I got from Walmart. I think it's last year. And I'm just going to use that to contour my face using, I don't know what powder this is. A mahogany powder. I think it's by Milani. Oh shoot, I think it was dark. I wanted to bronze my face, but like I said, I was lazy, so I didn't go to get my bronzer. I just went straight up contouring, looking like many different colors. But it came out, you know, it came through or whatever. I looked chiseled. I looked real chiseled. So I still needed to highlight my face a little bit. So I'm going in with my banana powder. No. Boom. I like it like that. She's working that back. I don't know how to act so much. Slow motion for me. Move it slow motion for me. Hey, boom. 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 Stop it. Drop it. Lock it. Rock it. So yeah, I went in to brighten my under eye a little bit with the Sasha Buttercup. I don't know why I said banana, because banana is... So I'm going to take this pencil brush here. I think it was from my Coastal Scents. And I'm going to take my transitional color. I'm going to pop it right under my eye. I'm going to smoke it out, hunty. We likes it smoky. So we're going to smoke it out. I don't know how I'm going to talk this long though. Seriously. So yeah. So what was I saying? I was saying that, oh yeah, so we got a ticket to come home early. So early in the morning, it was dark. And there were still chickens doing their thing outside, you know. So we got home. By the time we got home though, Mama called me. They gonna send her somewhere else. And it was like an emergency or something. That scared me. That scared us so bad. So I'm like, what you mean? So we rushing now to go to the hospital, right? So basically from the airport to the hospital. When we got there, God was so good. They said, oh, you can take your mama home. I'm like, what? Stop it. Don't tell me that. She was good. She was hopping and scopping, but of course, because she did do a major surgery, and she did it. Yeah, so I was saying something. So they were saying that she did really good, and she would be able to recover. Little did we know, child, that was the beginning of the sickness. So you know how they take stuff out of you and they got to send it back to the lab or whatever to get it tested? Well, a couple months, let's say, so that was February. What we in July? So by the end of May, we got I got a call from a bunch of doctors saying, you know, I need to come in immediately or as soon as possible because they need to cut my mama up again. I'm like, okay, this sounds hella serious, very hella serious. So they needed a meeting with us or whatever. Long and short story of that meeting, yeah, my mama went back on the hospital table, and it was a bumpy ride. To say the least, it was bumpy. I done cried, I done prayed, I done lost weight, gained weight, decided I don't want to eat no more, decided, listen, I went through the entire process, and I saw my mama in a light that I never thought I would ever see my mother. Well, not right now exactly, you know, because I had to do things that I was not mentally, I wouldn't say not mentally, because I did what I had to do, you know. But I was not emotionally ready to see her in that position. It was not that time. She was not at that age. Nah, this was too soon. So I was like, listen, God, I ain't playing this game. This game that you playing, I ain't playing it. Oh, what am I doing now? Shouldn't tell you the story. Okay, so I'm going in with this Black Radiance gloss, because I'm going to my bed right after this. So it's this gloss. It ain't got no name. Has some numbers or something. And I popped on some lashes, of course. I still don't know what the lashes names are, so I'm gonna pop that in the description below as soon as I can find the box, or go on Amazon and find where I bought it from or whatever, because I don't know where it is. But yeah, I don't know what else am I supposed to say to you. Okay, so right after this, I'm simply gonna tell you the things that I used on my face, and yeah, long story short, mama's okay. Praise God.
So this is the look I came up with. Took me a while because I really didn't know what I wanted to do, but yeah, this is it. My foundation was the LA Girl Coffee, contoured in shade Chocolate. Highlighter MAC Gold Deposits. Setting powder for under my eyes was the Black Opal medium. I highlighted with Maybelline Super Safe Foundation in Warm Coconut. Set that with, of course, the Black Opal. What else did I use? My blush, just this random blush that I use, any color. Lashes, I don't remember what they are, but I'll put them in the link below. And the lip gloss I'm wearing is by Black Radiance in number 5100. Don't know if it had a name because it's all rubbed off now. For my inner corners here, that's kind of looking bluish purple. Fantastico. It's L'Oreal True Match Lumi Shimmerista. Woo! A little goes a long way, honey. Long way. What else did I use? Brows. I used the e.l.f. brow pomade in Espresso. Yeah. So that's it for this look, guys. I don't think there's anything else. Just need to get the lashes bits. Oh no, there is. I used the Morphe palette. Morphe, I don't know what this palette is. I don't know what the name of this one is. This one. I don't know, but it's their full matte one, neutral one. And for brushes, I don't know. I'm not even gonna go into that because I use any brush that might have to go, but I will try to link them below. That's about it here. For foundation, this is an e.l.f. brush, an e.l.f. brush for blush, stippling brush, powder brush. I use a Morphe. Don't know what number this is, but it's their big powder brush. For contour, I use the e.l.f. highlighter brush. Also with the AOA Studio brush. So over here, that helps to blend it out. My BH Cosmetic for my eyes. This random Kenzie blender brush is smaller for my crease. For my lid, I use my BH Cosmetics. For my tear duct, I think this is an e.l.f. too. Oh no, I've had this for years, honey. It's been 10 years. So this is my e.l.f. little tiny brush here. Regular concealer brush for my brows. This is a Morphe 2-in-1 thingamajig. For my brow pomade, I use the Real Techniques angle brush. yeah, that's it. The concealer is just some random brushes, synthetic deluxe oval, just to apply my highlighter, and I'm dropping everything. But yeah, that's what I used. So thanks so much for watching, and I will try to make another one soon. Not gonna promise that it's like tomorrow, but I'll try to make one very soon, and hopefully I can make up my mind what I intend to do, so I don't come up with another neutral. Bye bye.